Hello guys, my name is Cody and this is the FieldGamers channel, and I told you I was going to take advice from somebody who left a comment on my last video, and I took the advice from Mr. Cheater 2K12, and his idea was for me to do some pool designs. I think a few other people actually said pool designs as well, but I went down the list and the first person who said the idea unfortunately gets the credit for those who also said it. So make sure if you're giving me ideas, make sure that you give me an original idea that hasn't already been said. And then I'll do a little shout out if I use your idea. And you can do the same thing for this video. You can just comment below and give me ideas, and if I use it, then I will give you credit for giving me the idea. So basically what I've got prepared for you guys is I've prepared by 6 different pool designs, and I think that they are very good. I've worked really hard on them, and I'm hoping that you guys will be able to use these pool designs to make really cool pools in your worlds, or for whatever reason that you need to build a pool. And okay, this is our first pool design, but before I go ahead and talk about it, I'm going to actually show you how to make a pool work, because this is kind of one of those things that people don't quite understand off the bat, and if you don't know this, then it can really mess you up. So let's bring my menu back, and basically here's just a little outline, so just a basic standard area. And what I'm going to do is, let's say I want to make it the pool 2 blocks in depth. So what you're going to do is you're just going to get rid of the first layer. You're not going to build all the way down, just the first layer you're going to get rid of. So it looks like this. And do not do the second layer yet. So once you've got the first layer taken out, all you're going to do is you're going to put water on the outer edges of the pool. So just follow along the outer edge, and you can just kind of go all the way around the edge. And basically, it looks like it's already filled. It'll all be filled. And it'll be perfectly, there'll be no flowing water, it'll be all perfect. You don't actually have to fill in the center, because if you just do the outer edges, it'll all fill in perfectly. Now, the next part you have to do, this is the important part, is you have to destroy the next block and immediately fill it in with water. Destroy the next block, fill it in with water, because if you don't, basically, right now I can go down and swim up without any resistance. Now, I'm going to show you an example. If I take this block right here and remove it, and I jump down this block, it takes me a while to get back up. Longer than it should. Now, if you make a really deep pool, that can be a problem, because you'll have a current bringing you down, and then you'll end up drowning. So what you got to do is you just got to make sure that you can actually just go ahead and get rid of all of them. This is and basically right now all you have to do is do the same thing that you did at the top area, and just fill in the bottom area with water, the outer area. Only the outer area. That's important to know. So only the outer area. These blocks in here will automatically get filled. So you just go around the entire outer rim, make sure it's all filled with water, and then once you do that, it'll all be perfect and you'll have your little pool. And you can just use that in application for all these pools that I show you. So let's go ahead and get rid of the menu, and let's start with these designs. So this is my first design I did. This is basically just for maybe a backyard, or this could be for maybe a neighborhood pool that you would see in like a neighborhood of some sort. Just a very basic, simple pool that you've probably seen a few times in your lifetime. And basically it's just the standard L shape. You can make it any dimension you want. And what I have used for the flooring is, this is just sandstone, and then I use the new material. You're gonna have to, now in the description I'll make sure that I have the appropriate texture pack download, the updated texture pack download, so that you can have these new material, the nether quart stairs and the nether quart blocks, which I used for the bottom of the pool. You'll see that I use the nether quartz a lot, especially for these chairs as well. This is nether quart stairs and nether quart half slab, and basically it makes really good chairs as well. I think that before you really couldn't do anything with wool to make them look like really cool, like recliner chairs for a pool, but these work amazingly. So definitely use these, and the download will be in the description for this texture pack. And basically, I just made this L-shaped pool, made a little stairs with the nether quart stairs, and then I just added these little plants on the edge, and you can do the same thing. It really depends on how much area you want to fill up. You can add more plants, you don't have to use the plants. You know, you can pretty much do whatever you want, but basically this is just your standard pool. So let's go ahead and move on to the next one. This one right here, this one is more of an indoor pool. There's no seating, there's nothing other than it's for basically swimming, like doing laps for maybe you'd see it in a school, you'd see it maybe at a gym, and its only purpose is to swim laps. And the only item that you can use in this game that actually floats on water are lily pads. So I did use lily pads for the little buoys that you see that kind of block off the lanes. It does kind of look a little silly, but at the same time, it kind of looks cool. But that's really all you can use. You can't. There's no other material that floats on water, so that's really the only option you have if you want to do something similar to this. So that's basically all that is. The floor of the this flooring down here is made of diamond. I think it looks cool, but if you're in survival mode, you're not going to be able to do that because that is a lot of diamond. And then this is, yeah, I used again the nether quart blocks for the flooring around the pool. So yeah, you'll see again, I will use the nether quartz a lot. So let's go ahead and move on to the next one. This one is actually really cool. This is one you would probably see this pool at maybe like a resort or some sort of, I don't know, island home or something like that. It's very exotic looking. And basically it's just, I'll go ahead and look from above. It's a peanut shaped, as you can see, it's very symmetrical. You can pause the screen right here and use this dimension if you want. It's kind of hard to see the dimensions, but basically just kind of make it up. Just make a weird abstract shape like this and you will have a really cool looking pool. I honestly, when I made this, I wasn't dimensioning anything. I just kind of threw it together and it ends up looking really good. And then what you can do as soon as you have this entire shape is you can add just a little area in the center of the pool for you to sit down like you see here. And then you can just add this bridge, which is what I did. I saw something very similar to this online on Google Images and I thought, wow, that's really cool. And so I decided to do my own little bridge like this. And basically you can just kind of walk across the pool, kind of like you would see in like a lazy river where you walk over the lazy river kind of thing. And then basically I just added some chairs, just some seating, some minimum seating. You can add plants, you can add pretty much whatever you want. And then I added this little, what do you call it? Like just like a shaded area, I guess you could say. It's like a tent, like a little tarp. And I just used the half slab quart blocks just because it makes it look like a white tent. And I just kind of used it in a pyramid shape to kind of make this kind of looking shape. And then I just used fence posts to hold it up. So you can do something like this. It doesn't have to be this exact shape. I'll kind of go over above it so you can see kind of how it's shaped. But you can use this idea. And then I used the stairs as well to get in and out of the pool, which is what I did in my first design I showed you. But yeah, I don't know, I think this looks really cool. You can pause the screen at any point if you want to take a specific part of this design in your own world. And yeah, just take what you want from it and apply it to your own original design. So let's go ahead and let's change the time so it doesn't get dark on this real quick. Alright, so let's go ahead and move to the next one. This one, I could see this design being in probably like either somebody's rich backyard, like maybe if you had a mansion, you could have a really cool pool design in your backyard. Now, keep in mind, this is a very large pool, so this would have to be in I don't know, somebody's large backyard. You'd have to have a very wealthy home. Or I could see this being at some sort of resort or some sort of expensive area that because basically you can see right here there's a waterfall and it just looks very exotic looking, so it's not something you'd see in a neighborhood pool or something like that. So basically I'm going to go ahead and go from an aerial view here real quick. It looks kind of like a bean shape, the pool. And again, all my pools are 2 blocks in depth. You can make them 3 blocks, 4 blocks. It's really up to you, but if you make them too deep, then it becomes a little unrealistic. So I like to use 2 blocks. I think that works really well. And again, when you're making a pool like this, just kind of wing the shape. Don't actually try to dimension it and make it look perfect, because when you make it abstract looking like this, it actually ends up looking a lot better than if you try to actually dimension it and make it look very specific. So what you can see is I put these chairs like I do on all of them, and you'll see in every one of these designs I use the basic nether quart stairs and slabs. I put them together like this, and you see these little reclining chairs, and I just surround the pool like this, and basically it fills in the area because I don't know of any pool that doesn't have seating like this. I think that's just kind of a standard thing for pools. And then I also added these umbrellas, which I also use these umbrellas in my LMFAO house if you have watched that as well on my channel. And they're pretty simple. Just a plus right on top of that, and then you just kind of add the blocks around it to make this little umbrella shape. But yeah, the thing that makes this pool design would be the waterfall. And to do something like this, I use the cobblestone. And what you need to do is you have your shape. Once you've made your shape for the pool, you just pick a spot. So I just picked this area, this edge of the pool, and I started at one end, and I just kind of gradually, stair-stepped it up until I got to a point where I wanted my waterfall, and then I kind of went back down and I followed the shape of the pool, and then I kind of ended it right over here. And then on top of that, I added little grass blocks, kind of randomly throughout the entire thing, and then I put grass to make it a little bit of foliage, so it kind of looks a little exotic, a little tropical, a little different. Because if it was just the cobblestone, it would kind of look a little plain. And then basically all you got to do is make a little area up here for water to flow down, and then a little area for the water to be released, and then you have this waterfall, and you can actually kind of go behind it, and you can have a lot of fun with that, and it just looks really cool. So if you want to do something like that, just make sure that you keep that in mind. Just again, none of this is dimensioned exactly. It's literally a mess, and that's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be messy looking. That's why it looks so good, because it looks more natural when it's messy looking. So you can pause the screen at any of these. I'll kind of go around the whole thing one more time so you can pause if you need to and use this design or use something similar to this design. If you need to maybe use this part up here, I'll go ahead and do a little aerial view, kind of go over the entire thing. So you can pause the screen if you need to. But other than that, it shouldn't be too hard as long as you get messy with it. That's what I'm going to have to tell you guys. Get messy with it, because being neat does not work in a situation like this. So let's go ahead and move to the next part. The next pool I have is more something you would see maybe on an indoor pool. And for the flooring for this one, I used, these are actually clay blocks, and I think they look really cool. And it just looks like it's like a bluish color. It kind of looks like something you see indoors. You could see this outdoors, but I don't know. This is more like an indoor pool, I would think. And I just used, I'll go ahead and do an aerial view real quick. The pool shape is like an arc, like it's supposed to be like a quarter of a donut maybe. And what I did is I added this little hot tub that's like right in the edge of this arc right here, so that you can get in this hot tub, get out, jump in the pool, do whatever. And pretty much, just like all my other designs, I put these chairs. Literally, if you don't have these chairs surrounding the pool, it literally makes and breaks a pool. If you don't have these chairs surrounding the pool, your pool just looks naked. It looks plain. It doesn't look as good. And then adding simple things like this, I added like a little table. These are just upside down stairs, and I just kind of made them in this pattern. Put a little umbrella, put some chairs surrounding it, and literally, it is. It makes the pool look better when you have stuff, because making the shape of the pool is the first step of making a pool, and then having things surrounding it and filling it in and making it a little bit more lively. That's really what makes or breaks the pool. So that's basically all I have for this. Again, the materials I used for this pool were sandstone on the walls, and then the nether quart blocks for the flooring. And then I didn't actually go over this one. This one's actually brick flooring, and I think, yeah, I used the nether quartz for the bottom of the pool as well. I would use nether quart blocks as much as you can when designing a pool, because trust me, it will look so much better than any other material. Trust me. And this one actually here is a good example. Let's go to the next one. This one is made of all nether quart blocks. The flooring is. This is all nether quart blocks. And the flooring, I think I use sand, because it really doesn't matter. Yeah, sand. Sand actually is a really good material to use for the bottom of a pool, because you don't hear the crunching noise when you're walking on it, because it's underwater. So it really doesn't affect that much. And when you're looking at it from above, it actually looks really good, kind of like a beachy color underneath the water, which is kind of like what you want when you're in a water type of environment. So basically, I'm going to go ahead and do a aerial view for this real quick. And what you can see, I did kind of like an hourglass shape. You can see I just took a square, and I had these little the half circles on the top and the bottom, which made the hourglass shape. You could do something like this, and then what I did, you can see on the left and the right, those are hot tubs, and they're actually connected to the water. This is actually my favorite design, because there's two hot tubs. You can choose either one, and it just stands out. It's a little bit, I think it's a half block higher than the rest of the flooring, and I'll actually go down here so you can see it real quick. But you can see that the pool and the hot tub are separated, so you can walk into the hot tub. You can just kind of relax. You're in the hot tub. You can't actually see the pool very well unless you jump, which I kind of like that. So you can just kind of sit back and relax. Then you can get out of the hot tub, like so. And I just used a half slab for the entrance of the hot tub, and then you can just walk right around and get right into the pool, which I thought is really cool. And you can add ladders or stairs to get in and out of the pool. I did not do that for this pool or the previous pool. Actually, I didn't do that for any of the last 3 pools. But, you know, that's up to you. You can easily do that if you want. It's not needed if you don't want it, though. So I didn't do that for this one. And then for a situation like this, I used the, what do you call them, sandstone stairs and half slab for the chairs because since the flooring was made with nether quartz, I couldn't do nether quartz seats on top of nether quartz flooring because then it would just kind of blend in and be weird. So if you are using nether quartz flooring, sandstone is a really good material to use for the chairs instead. But if you are using anything on the floor other than nether quartz, I would use nether quartz stairs and half blocks for the chairs because they're white, and usually when you go to a pool, the seats that you sit on are very white. Typically, the ones I've been to at least are, and I think it looks best that way. So that is all I have for pool designs. What I'm thinking I might do some more because I had a lot of fun doing these pool designs. I'll go ahead and you can see all my pool designs here. But I had a lot of fun doing these pool designs, and I had so much fun doing it that I might have to do 6 more. So you can see I did 6 pool designs here, and if you guys want me to, I can do 6 more. Just, you know, let me know in the comments if you want me to do more pool designs. Like the video if you like these pool designs. And just let me know. I'm not going to know if you guys want me to do it unless you guys tell me. So, again, leave whatever comments for ideas you have. If I see an idea that I've never seen before that really grabs my attention and I make a video on that idea, I will say your name in the video like I did in this video, and then I will also include your name in the description of the video with a link to your channel, which is what I'll do for the person that I did the shout out for in this video. So, I really appreciate you guys watching this video. I put a lot of hard work into these pool designs. I wanted to go ahead and say I'm sorry for not posting a video within the last, I think, week or so. It's been a while since I posted my last video, but I've just been really busy with school and life and pretty much all of the good stuff. But yeah, so I will try to get back on track and make more videos more frequently. And please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in my next video. See you guys later.